Good morning, everyone. Another installment of Wellness Wednesday. I'm, of course, April Dupree with our fitness and nutrition expert, Mackie Shilstone. And we have a second expert with us, Vanilla Bean, this morning. She's going to show you the puppy version in the next couple of minutes of what Mackie is going to show us this morning. We actually are doing an exercise that I'm very excited about because a lot of people have issues with their core, and the core is not just your abdomen area. It's really this entire area that wraps around. So you have a bag, not a backpack, a bag, and you got a couple of things in it. What are we using? Well, and what are we doing for this?
Well, I'm going to show you what we talk about when we talk about the deadlift, and it's going to work the oblique muscles, the deep spinal muscles, the glute muscles. Been around for years, especially power lifters, bodybuilders, and performance people, football, explosive athletes. So if I'm grabbing this here, I'm going to have a slight bend in my legs.
All right.
I'm going to look at you going over, and I'm going to go down and then pull back. Notice when I come back, I'm really pulling back.
Turn to the side so people can see your posture with that.
When I go down, okay, I come back and I got to pull back.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to show you is a variation that's actually much more functional because we're going to break it up into one side and the other. So it's called the Suitcase Deadlift.
Oh, okay. I like the name of that.
Now, here's a suitcase. So I'm putting back 10 pounds. I have my very light foam roller, and I have my water jug, okay? So watch what I'm gonna do, and to do it right, I'm asked my son, who designed this, come in and take us through the Suitcase Deadlift on one side. Spencer, come in and
okay, fantastic, great. And again, I'm sure all of us have bags at home. You can fill it with a couple of different things. So a very practical exercise that you can do and not have to buy any extra equipment. All right, so Spencer, let's get Mackie to start doing, demonstrating, and tell us exactly what he's doing, what it's benefiting, obviously, and all of that.
Yeah, so what he's doing right now is he's just doing a normal deadlift, but the difference is when you do a deadlift, you tend to have the weight in front of you.
Yes.
Now it's just on one side of him. So it's going to work his obliques, his inner deep spine core muscles right there too. And the reason why he's doing it on one side is it's going to create this anti-rotation. His body's going to want to go to the side, so he's got to anchor it down. So that's going to be really working it. The other reason why this is really beneficial is, I don't know about you, but I don't like to do multiple trips going to my car and my home when I'm going to the grocery store. I like to pile on as many bags as possible.
As we all do.
And this really helps you kind of prepare for stuff like that.
Well, good, yes. So, of course, it's a great exercise, but it's practical, too, to train you to do things that we do, like go to the grocery store, picking up different things at home or at work. So that is fantastic. Now, obviously, this is a repetitive motion. Are we worried more about the number of times that we're doing it, the duration? Tell us exactly what is most beneficial when we're approaching this exercise.
Well, when you're trying to build strength, you could do the repetition and just keep picking it up and coming back down. But when we're working on things like stabilization of the spine, you want to do it for a longer period of time. So right now he's carrying it. Now we have limited space, but I would recommend that you pick up a weight, you stabilize, make sure you embrace your core, your glutes while you're doing it, and try to take 20 to 30 steps with that weight on one side.
Yeah.
And make sure that you're not leaning like this when you do it. You want to just make sure that you're standing straight and hold that tight, and then walk forward.
No, that makes sense. And again, you don't have to have a kettlebell. That's just
do it with your groceries.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. Well, thank you guys so much. Definitely important information. You got something to add?
Enjoyed it.
Oh, that is the shortest response that I've ever received from this man in my entire life. So you know what? On that note, we're going to take it. We're not going to push our limit. Thank you so much for joining us, y'all. Please visit Maxwell Nutrition and find all of this information, and definitely visit wwltv.com and click on the Health tab. We'll see you next week.